Hello and welcome to Baltic Edition. Today I want to talk about headhunting and external recruiting and ways to make the recruiting process quicker, smoother and more accurate. I guess we've all been targeted by external recruiters or headhunters about some potentially great opportunity out there. Well anyways, one thing that strikes me is how ancient and inefficient their way of communicating is. I mean, after having contacted a potential candidate through, for example, LinkedIn, they would most likely call the candidate by phone. Now you know this, but it is very difficult to have a good in-depth conversation over a phone line. After all, you're only able to communicate so much over a phone call. Most of the juicy information is simply lost or not understood correctly. And because a phone conversation, most of the time at least, is very limited in time, you need to be economic about what you communicate and what you leave out. And based on this live encounter, the recruiter needs to take a decision on whom to proceed with. Now, I want to be honest and admit that I have no facts to back up this claim, but I have a sneaky suspicion that many recruiting opportunities are simply lost due to poor communications and misunderstandings. Now, if you are a recruiter out there, think about how many times you have had to make a go, no-go decision without having a solid understanding of the abilities of a particular candidate. Now, picture this. What if you used video for this first meeting instead of a phone call? Do you think video would bring more value to the call compared to an old school phone call? I think you would agree that it would. However, the video call needs to work each and every time. There is no room for mishaps here. And this is why any recruiter who wants to speed up the recruiting process and at the same time increase the hit rate needs to have the two following things. First, you need to have a hardware video endpoint. Now I know people ask, why do you need hardware when we already have software installed on the computer? Well, here's why. The computers are not 100% reliable. They crash, software is updated, and sometimes computers might get viruses. Also, a recruiter might not want to distribute his or her own personal video address. The bottom line is reliability. Here's the second thing. As a recruiter, you should be able to schedule video meetings that are capable of hooking up your video endpoint with whatever means of communicating the candidate prefers, be it video on an iPad, iPhone, Android device, hardware video endpoint, or just a simple phone call. The point is that you as a recruiter should have the option of making the conversation rich in flavor and that you're able to be much more accurate in your candidate selection. And ladies and gentlemen, this means real money on the table for all parties involved. So where would you need to go if you want to see if this could be something for you? Honestly, I would recommend that you point your browser to www.uci2i.com and sign up for a free trial. These guys would be able to set you up with a virtual interview room that you could use to conduct interviews in high definition worldwide and very, very soon. Try it out. If it doesn't work for you, you can go back to using your regular phones as you used to. Thanks for watching.